Okay, now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. On first down, here's Penix. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Penix working from the gun. Complete, it's Bijan Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. They'll send their tight end right. Penix on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Daniel's going to keep it. Oh, he loses the football. And the Falcons scoop it up.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just need an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. Unfortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, here we go. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second down.
Penix here from the gun. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. And the Commanders get home. They drop in. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game.
At their own 46-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
19.
Another carry for Robinson. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. On the gun, it's Daniels. And it's caught by McLaurin. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He brings it in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Falcons nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Penix. He's got, again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead Bradley Pinion on down to punt.
Fourth down.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's Robinson. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
QB keeping it here, the second down option. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got third and very short coming up.
Jalen Walker. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Runs it on the option.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Daniels on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. First and 10 from the 41.
That's another.
Daniels.
Commanders first down.
Walton McLaurin, but it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get the football back at their own 30 after that interception and return. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by Deron Payne. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 30.
To the air with Penix. Looking slant route complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
First down and 9.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on first down. Penix. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
And inches at the 44-yard line.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Third and a lone yard coming up.
And it's third.
Penix on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. The Commanders set to take over. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Daniels to throw. Ooh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives, that's a really hard walk off the field.
We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Fourth down.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's 4th down. Again, Daniels to the air. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. run here with Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up second down at the 9.
Penix now. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this one does not go far.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. The Commanders have an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
Charging down the middle, and they block it. Line ball picked up inside the 25. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Oh, not a good throw there. They're going to make the interception. Jesse Bates into picking off. And the Falcons get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Oh, Penix lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Daniels now on 1st down. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they face 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels. Connects on the crosser. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-0 lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. On 1st down, here's Penix. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
They send him left out of the slot. Another try following the sack. It's into the hands of Mooney. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Commanders make the recovery.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Commanders take a 20-zip lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Will Harris. It's a gain of 7.
Now running with Bijan. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Penix working from the gun. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
And it's 3 and out.
And great special teams execution on that punt. It's inside the 10, reaches the 8. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hand off now to Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He touches him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that income and make the catch.
They fought off the tackle, but he lost the football! And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. And that right there is why they coach you to never give up on the play, Brock. Recover the fumble, and he's able to get him the 1st down, too.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Daniel's going to keep it. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On 2nd down, Robinson.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Another catch for McLaurin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
That's another Washington.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed.
And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. They with the point after. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead.
Commanders 28, Falcons nothing. Next game, a kickoff for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way. And as a competitor, you've got to stop that slide.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now the give for Bijan. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
It's a gain of a yard.
Penix on 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Now punted away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Rolling on 1st down. Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Play action now, Daniels. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 28 out of that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. From the gun, it's Daniels. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Daniels to throw on 4th. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Robinson. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Back at his own 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, Penix finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Now we're on with Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10.
Penix here from the gun.
33-yard line.
He's going to pull this one down and run with it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second and 4. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. Pressure's there, and the Commander's got him. Offense in the hurry-up here.
Michael Penix sacked. A loss of 3 yards.
Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's third.
Here he is on third and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. They are running away with this one, so probably content to just take this into the half. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now with Daniels. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, so it'll be second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
On the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, and it sets up second down. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. So a one-sided contest as we reach the dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Austin Eckler on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner. partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10.
Design bootleg here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Robinson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. To the air with Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 6-yard line.
Penix. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third.
And it's third down.
Penix working from the gun. Just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think, were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense to the line for second down.
37-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Another catch for McLaurin. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
It's a gain of 17 on that one, and the Commanders will have a first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 3 brings up second down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
Ready?
They'll run it with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, fourth and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 37, Falcons nothing. Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons ready for their next possession. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard.
Here's Penix to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Penix on 3rd down. Searches from the pocket. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with these looks all game. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
27-yard line.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bronco leading.
Throwing from the gun here. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And they're going to go. It's Daniels. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down. 24 yards, and it's a 1st down.
First down. First and 10.
He's got it on the bootleg. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
19 Tiger.
Another carry for Robinson. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it up. And the Falcons get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's able to manage a couple on that run. To the 3-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 46.
Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
3rd down, it's Penix. Stays in the pocket. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 24. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Here's Daniels on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
An option give to Robinson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A toss snap to Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Penix. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready.
1st and 10, are under Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Now Daniels off the play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Daniels setting up the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
To the air, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So that brings up 4th and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Daniels is going to throw again. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
There's a toss right side. Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throw on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
25-yard line.
It's a design boot. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And they love to see him riding forward, but he only gets him 3.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Staying with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. 3rd down give to Robinson. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll manage maybe a yard, but that is enough to put him in 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Commanders.
Here's Robinson.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Gay's kick is good, and a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
McLeod now returning it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here come the Falcons on offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Robinson on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. First throw for the backup now. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They're up now, ready to punt it. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up
Play action now with Daniels.
at the 19-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yards to go.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
It's caught by McLaurin. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured, so we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on it. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Quick slant to Samuel. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Washington Commanders.
Here's Robinson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Daniels going to keep it. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. And we know who his favorite target has been all game, no doubt about that. And that connection has led him to the record books now. That's catch number 22 and breaks Brandon Marshall's 2009 record for most receptions in a game. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. This is Robinson, and he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders are running them out of the building. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
Trying again, following the sack. The left side is caught by Pitts. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Gotta figure out this third down here. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Play fake here, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Another catch for McLaurin. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first.
And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tack on 7 more to their lead.
Commanders 54, Falcons nothing. Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Mooney will go in motion left. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Look underneath here, Robinson. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Brings up third down.
Cousins out of the pistol here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
He gets it right back to McLaurin. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. A mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951. And 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders continue adding on to that lead.
Falcons nothing. That game and kickoff for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And 2nd down.
Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
7 yards.
Out of the gun, Cousins. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And this one, touchdown inside the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And if they could play at this level every time out, now their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory.